El siguiente programa es clasificación A, contenido apto para todo público.
Las opiniones vertidas en el siguiente programa son de exclusiva responsabilidad de quienes las emiten y no representan necesariamente el pensamiento o la línea editorial de esta emisora y su institución.
Experiencias académicas, culturales y personales compartidos por estudiantes internacionales en el Tec de Monterrey. Welcome to the space in which students from all over the world share their exchange experiences with us. Una visión única de quienes llegan a nuestro país y la travesía de los que se van en busca de una experiencia global. Esto es Globbal Connection con Carolina Alcántara. Iniciamos.
Hola y bienvenidos a Globbal Connection. Mi nombre es Carolina Alcántara y yo soy asesora de estudiantes internacionales aquí en el Tecnológico de Monterrey, Campus Monterrey. Y hoy vamos a tener la oportunidad de hablar con un estudiante que viene desde China, Jizu. Él es un alumno internacional que nos va a contar sobre su experiencia de intercambio aquí en el Tecnológico de Monterrey, al igual el por qué escogió México, qué le ha parecido México y qué es la vida de estudiantil en China. Recuerden, que el programa cuando los alumnos no hablan español lo hacemos en inglés, pero durante el programa voy a hacer pequeñas intervenciones donde voy a estar traduciendo lo que estamos hablando. Así que les presento. Welcome, Sichuan.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very great. Just back from my tech week and traveling around some city in Mexico.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You need to tell us a little bit more about that during the show.
Yeah, of course. For the first 4 days, I went to Mexico City. And then I moved to Oaxaca because I heard there are so many nice food in Oaxaca. They told me the best food in Mexico is from Oaxaca.
There's so much good food there.
And we are very lucky because the day I arrived in Oaxaca, they have like a parade. And they told me it's like the school, many escuelas, local escuelas, they form a parade in memory of the Benito Juarez, because I heard that place, it is the birthplace of Benito Juarez. So it's totally different for me. It's a completely new culture. Yeah.
That's so nice that you had the opportunity to do that during the tech week.
Yes. I'm very happy about that.
Well, welcome. Then we're going to start. Sichuan nos estaba contando que tuvo la oportunidad en la Semana Tech de visitar Ciudad de México y Oaxaca, porque le dijeron que Oaxaca es un lugar donde hay muchísima cultura y gastronomía que vale la pena, que es uno de los mejores lugares para comer. Y bueno, así que sigan con nosotros, vamos a comentar un poquito más sobre su experiencia y sobre su cultura. Están escuchando Globbal Connection aquí en Tech Sounds Radio.
Crónicas de un intercambio. La experiencia de vivir en México. Chronicles of an exchange.
Well, tell us a little bit more about you. Where are you from? What do you study? And in what university you study?
Okay. And my name is Jizu, and I think we mentioned this previously. And I'm from China. And to be more specific, because as we all know, China is a very big country. So I'm living in the southern part of China, like the most southern part. The name of the city is Shenzhen. But I'm pretty sure most of you didn't heard about this city. But when I named the BYD, the very famous electric vehicle company, and maybe Huawei and DJI, the company that make drones, they are all from Shenzhen. Yes, so there's a very interesting fun fact is Shenzhen is the first city that all the public transportation become all electric. Like our buses and taxis, all these kind of public transportation become switched to the EVs in the year of 2016, 10 years ago, because BYD, it is from Shenzhen. So the local government have many collaboration with BYD to help them accelerate the selling. So this is a fun fact.
Wow.
And I study in a joint university. The name of my university is Beijing Normal Hong Kong Baptist University. This is a university like collaborated by 2 universities. One is from Beijing. The name is Beijing Normal University, like the teacher university in China. And another is the Hong Kong Baptist University. And this one is also like a top public university in Hong Kong. And because like 20 years ago, there are many Chinese universities, they want to be more internationalized. So like they are seeking for opportunity to collaborate with the university, maybe from the UK and from Hong Kong. So this will help them to be more internationalized. So my university is born at this background. Yeah, and I'm studying media and communication, or you can also know as the international journalism. So as for communication students, I want to experience as much more culture as possible, especially for the Mexico, the Latin American culture. It is pretty fresh and new to me. Like a Chinese, I live in China for like 20 years, and I haven't lived outside Asia for like such long period. So in Mexico, I want to experience this. And from now, I've arrived in Mexico for like around two months, and everything is so happy, it's so smooth, and totally beyond my expectation. Yes.
Yeah. So, what is the most interesting fact that you could tell us that made you decide to come to specifically Monterrey, Mexico, and Tec de Monterrey?
Yeah, this is the process of my decision to exchange in Mexico is a very long process, because as you know, like at the very first at the first stage when I applying for the exchange, I want to go maybe like the US, Australia, and or even study to my main campus in Hong Kong. But I went back to my high school and to chat it with my high school English teacher, and she asked me about this, and I told her my thinking, like to go to the US or the Australia. And my teacher shared her story to me. Like my teacher, when she was doing her master, she got 2 opportunities for exchange, but she can only choose one. And one is go to New York, the Columbia University, and another one is go to South Africa, the University of Cape Town. And it's very obvious, like I think 99% of the people will choose the New York, yeah, because New York is so fabulous, so attractive to everyone. But her professor told her like, you should go to South Africa, because like New York, you will definitely go New York in any time in your lifetime. You must visit New York. But like for the South Africa, if you don't visit during your student periods with this opportunity, maybe you will never got chance to visit South Africa, because it is too far away from China and it is not that attractive compared to New York. So my teacher followed my her professor's advice, and she make it to South Africa, and she go here for exchange for 1 year. And she told me it is a most unforgettable experience. Yeah, it's not the one of the most, it is the most unforgettable experience of her life. So I was inspired by her experience. So I'm looking for my university. Like I found one for my exchange go to South Korea, and another is go Mexico. But I already took the summer courses to South Korea at Sengkungguan University, and in last summer vacation, and I met so many students from Tech at South Korea at that university. Like I think there are more than 30 or 40 students from Tech. Wow. Yeah, so like I played with them every day because we have same courses, and I found they are very nice, very kind, and they also recommend me a lot. They also introduce a lot about the Tec de Monterrey to me, and I searched my university also have the collaboration with Tec de Monterrey, and because I'm not a Spanish major student, so yo hablo un poquito español. So Tec de Monterrey, I think, is the very few university in Latin America have the courses to teach in English. So, and I searched like Monterrey is like a booming city in Mexico, just like my city, because my city only have 40 years of history. Before that, my city is just a village for the fisherman's village. And now my city is like be known as the Silicon Valley of China. So I found Monterrey also have the same characteristics with my city, and Mexico is pretty near the US, so I can also travel to the US often. So this is the decision I make to Mexico. But at the very first, I told my dad and mom. My dad, because my dad he want me to explore as much as possible. So he don't, I mean like he allowed me to go Mexico, but my mom, she's a little bit anxious about when she heard I'm going to Mexico. But I showed she like the campus, the area around the campus is very safe because I also do some private research. And the Tec de Monterrey, especially the Monterrey campus, have the dormitory, and the dormitory is also super safe. And the city, like, because I think there are too many biased about Mexico in the internet. But I told them like there are specific region maybe it's dangerous, but most of the region they are just common, and people are just common people just living here. So it's everything's okay. So my mom, I convinced my mom and let me to go Mexico. Yes.
I'm glad that you were able to convince her.
Yeah. It's very happy. The campus life is so good.
I'm gonna translate really quickly.
Okay.
But I also want you, when I translate, can you repeat the name of your university? Also?
Yeah. Sure.
It will be great. Like if you want, even say it in Spanish if you feel comfortable enough.
Okay. The name is Beijing Normal Hong Kong Baptist University. Yeah.
Esa es la universidad que nos comenta que estudia allá en China. Y lo que se me hace súper curioso es que I wanted to even tell you that, have you seen that we have a lot of BYD cars here?
Yes.
It's full of those cars here in Monterrey.
I found that, yes.
I think you can see them almost everywhere.
Yes.
They have like a big boom in I think, I'm not sure about the statistics, but I think it's one of the most seek cars to be bought in the city. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the one that I see everywhere.
Yeah, I think at the airport, Monterrey Airport, there are so many advertisements, the huge advertisement canvas of BYD. Yeah, I also took many pictures. I sent it to my friend because one of my friends, he's working in BYD.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
and he knew about Monterrey before.
Yeah, he told us like the Mexico is the one of the most emphasized markets of BYD in Latin America.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yes.
I think it's a nice fact that you're here and you're seeing that that is like a connection to where you live.
Yeah.
Right? Es que es súper interesante porque me comenta que what's the name of your city?
Shenzhen.
Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Él es de la ciudad de Shenzhen y él dice que en esa ciudad es donde hacen los robots, pues sí, los drones de DJI. También la marca Build Your Dreams, que es BYD, también es de esa ciudad. What other brand you told me?
Huawei.
Huawei, yeah. La marca también de celulares y electrónicos. Son de esa ciudad, entonces que es una ciudad como que el Silicon Valley de China. Y dice que él, al buscar una universidad y su decisión principal de venirse a México y al Tecnológico de Monterrey fue porque habló con una maestra que de high school, ¿verdad? You told me high school, a teacher from high school, right?
My high school English teacher.
High school university. Esta maestra le comentó que la mejor decisión que había hecho era irse a Sudáfrica, a Cape Town University. Y realmente, porque decía que la maestra tenía dos opciones para irse en la maestría, ya sea Columbia University en Nueva York o la Universidad de Cape Town en Sudáfrica. Al final del día, esta maestra también tuvo la misma situación que nos estaba comentando. I want to pronounce your name correctly. Sí.
Zixuan Ji.
Zixuan Ji.
Yes.
Es que le digo que quiero pronunciar bien porque yo sé que en China son como que muy específicas la manera de pronunciar. Es un idioma muy distinto, ¿verdad? Y nos comentaba que esta maestra también tuvo esa misma, pues, estuvo en la misma situación, ¿no? De saber a dónde irse, no sabía. Y el profesor en su momento le comentó que se fuera a un lugar donde no tuviera la oportunidad usualmente de irse. Porque dice, por ejemplo, Nueva York te puedes ir en cualquier momento. En cambio, a Sudáfrica no es un lugar tan común de visitar y no vas a tener esa oportunidad tan fácilmente como el ir a Nueva York. Y dice que fue la mejor decisión que ella tomó de su vida, esa oportunidad. Entonces, él se inspiró de esto con su maestra que sería de preparatoria. Le comentó eso y entonces esa fue la decisión que tomó. Ahora sí que vio la oportunidad de irse a Corea del Sur o a México y dice que se fue a Corea del Sur para un verano y ahí conoció muchos alumnos del Tecnológico de Monterrey. Dice que había como alrededor de 30 alumnos. Entonces esa oportunidad después lo hizo ver que el Tecnológico de Monterrey tenía un convenio con su universidad y le gustó la idea, pero luego dijo que vino la parte de hablar con sus papás, que su papá estaba convencido que tuviera muchas experiencias, pero su mamá era un poco más cautelosa al ver si era un lugar seguro, pero dice que él estuvo investigando, vio que la zona es muy segura, que también Las residencias son seguras aquí en el Tecnológico Monterrey. Y pues al final aquí anda y nos está contando su experiencia. I think it's super nice that you have already been here for at least, I think, a month and a half or how much? Almost two.
The specific date I arrived in Monterrey is the 1st of February. Yeah, so like I think there's 6 weeks.
6 weeks here so far. Wow.
Yes.
Llevas 6 semanas aquí. Entonces sí, como I think around the semester it's around 4 months, kind of, right?
Yes.
So and almost you're in a third of the semester.
Yes. One third is passing
1/3
by.
of the semester, yeah. No, pues lo que nos comentaba que llegó hace 6 semanas, es como un tercio del semestre. Y pues es súper interesante que desde China esté aquí con nosotros, nos está contando su experiencia. Sichuan.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Y nos va a seguir contando un poquito más sobre también cuál es la experiencia de los estudiantes, o sea, o cuál es su experiencia como estudiante en China. Así que sigan con nosotros. También pueden sintonizarnos en el canal de YouTube. Busquen Tech Sounds Radio, Globbal Connection.
A miles de kilómetros, descubriendo un mundo de posibilidades. Thousands of kilometers.
Well, tell us a little bit about your hometown, more specifically, like your university. What do you think is experience someone might have if they go to study at your university for exchange?
Oh, like actually last semester there are 2 students from Tech that went to my university for exchange, and I'm also serve as the role as the global guy in my university's IPO. And so I told my advisors that I want to go Mexico for exchange next semester. So like for this semester, the 2 exchange students from Mexico, can I be like because in my university the policy is 1 global guy to 4 international students equipped with 1 global guy. So I asked like maybe I can be the global guy of them. Like the advisor said yes, why not? Then I'm making friends with them, like because our job initially is to let them, because in China you need the different SIM card and some social media is different, so we need to help them how to switch to this kind of social media and these daily necessities. And so but at the end of the exchange, I personally treat them a dinner, like a farewell dinner to them, and they told me that one of them is study the food science technology and another is study the robotics. And they told me very sincerely that gee, I really like the life in China here, and I don't want to go and fell in love with China. Yes. And they said and one of it, because they are all at their 8th semester, so it's the last year of them, and one of them she successfully attended her HSK exam, that is the Mandarin, the Chinese language exam. Yeah, and they both want to go China for the master degree. So because in China the master is sponsored, like all the top university in China are publicly, so like you only need to pay very, very few, like maybe less than 20,000 pesos per year. So it's super cheap. So for them it's also the same price, like because I know some university, like maybe the university from the US, they have the tuition fee for the local students and for the international students, but in China like all the same. Even because the Chinese government wants more international students to study in China, so they will even give some subsidy to them, so they will be more cheaper than us. Yes. So like they really like the city, and they travel a lot to China. And as for my university, it's because it's a joint university, so all our courses is taught in English, just like the one in Hong Kong. So I think because I think Tech is also a very, very international university, so like for the students from Tech to go my university for exchange, it will be very smooth, because like most of the universities in China, they are taught the major language, it is Chinese, but my university, all of the announcement, like even the school policy and the email sent by the different department of the school, they will all be English. Like even in Tech, I think some of the email it is writing in Spanish, but in my university they are all in English. So like I think it will be not a problem for students from different background to get used to my university. Yes.
So there are a lot of courses in English that people, students that want to attend your university can take.
Yeah, like all the courses are in.
All of the courses are in.
Yes,
Oh wow.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is the system really different to the Tech system?
Yes, I would say yes, because when I first searched at the website of Tech, I found in Tech, your semester is divided into 3 cycles. Yeah, and each cycle will have a semana deck. But in my university, it is go straight, like from the first week to the maybe it's 15 weeks. Like that is done for the whole semester. So I think this is the only difference. And another difference is like I think like in China we have our schedule is very different. We have the lunch break and the dinner break. So like at these 2 time slots, there will be no classes. It's from 12 to 1, and also from 6 to 7. This time slot there will be no any classes arranged, because in China we will have our breakfast maybe at 8 or 9. But like the time when we wake up, I think this is the same. And our lunch time, it is from maybe 11:30 to like 1:30. So this is for the lunch. And the dinner time, it is from maybe 5:30 to 7. Like so, like if you want to go to the canteen, yeah, the student from Tech, go my University of Exchange, she also complained to me because she told me at the very first week she stepped into the canteen and finding for food at like 3 p.m. like the normal lunchtime at here, but every restaurant is closed. She cannot find a thing, so she can only eat McDonald's. Yeah, this is the biggest culture shock, because when she told this to me, I'm very shocked. I asked, why you go to the canteen at 3? Nobody will open their restaurants here. But she told me that in Mexico, everybody is like, I think most people in Mexico, the lunchtime is not fixed. Like maybe today is 12, and next day, tomorrow is like maybe 2, and next day is like 4. It's yeah, it's very random. But in China, it's a culture thing.
Wow, yeah. No, because here it's like, since every schedule is different, there's not a fixed time that everyone has lunch time. I mean, we do have kind of a similar time, I think, from 1 to 3.
Yes.
4 at latest, I think, but that's the normal time. But yeah, when I think you're studying here, it's sometimes you might have class all day long and just like eat a snack in between.
Yeah,
right?
yes. But now I'm fully get used to the Mexico schedule, because now I have my lunch at maybe 2:30, and I have my dinner at 8.
And that's really late for China, right?
Yeah.
Having dinner around that time.
Yes, because we think to having dinner so late, it is bad for the healthy. So we will eat like, and even when the night maybe at 9 or 8:30, when you grab some snacks in your home, your mom, well, maybe 90% of the mother will say, no, you cannot eat too late. Even the snacks, it's bad for your healthy.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think Chinese medicine is really different to the Occidental way of
yes,
medicine, right?
Yes, like I think that this is like a stereotype, but it is true. Like in the like TikTok, many people think Chinese people like to drink hot water. Yes, but this is true. My mom will always drink hot water because she thinks hot water it is good for the stomach or something. But as for me, I'm okay with that. And like like part of the reason like the McDonald's and KFC and Subway, these 3 fast food restaurants went to China very, very long ago, like in 1990s. But the Subway is the only one. Like the McDonald's in China now, they across whole China there are over 2,000 stores in McDonald's, 2,000 restaurants, and the KFC it is 10,000. So they are very popular in China. But the Subway is the exception, because Subway they didn't do hot food. All the things is frozen, so it's not popular in China. Nobody like to eat that kind of food. But for me, I'm okay with that. So I get used to the Western lifestyle very fast. Yeah.
That's a good thing. It's different.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
right. Lo que nos comenta Xishuan es que yes.
Yes.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Oigan, es que le digo que lo estoy intentando porque la pronunciación, como les comentaba, pero nos decía que en China, o sea, algo que es muy distinto aquí en México, a diferencia de allá, son los horarios de comida. Por ejemplo, ellos dicen que desayunan de 8 a 9 y comen alrededor de 11 a 1. Y, por ejemplo, también comen alrededor de las 5 a 6 su cena Entonces, los horarios escolares siempre están como, bueno, se dice fix, o sea, como sujetos. No hay clases en esos horarios. Y dice que eso pues aquí le sorprendió. Y de hecho conoció a 2 alumnos mexicanos el semestre antes de venirse de intercambio. Y dice que una de las alumnas que conoció le dijo que fue a comer alrededor de las 3 y que todo estaba cerrado y lo único que estaba abierto era el McDonald's. Entonces decía como que, ¿qué onda? ¿Por qué todo está cerrado? Y decía que era por eso, justo que porque los horarios de comida ya están ya sujetos, o sea, ya no se cambian y es una manera en que piensan ellos. De hecho, no comen tarde por el hecho de que dicen que es malo para la salud. Y era algo que hablábamos un poquito de la medicina, que es la occidental, es muy diferente a la que tienen ellos, ¿no? A la oriental. Y también lo que me decía es que, por ejemplo, allá son 15 semanas que se van corridas, a diferencia de aquí que son 5 semanas y tienen o sea, son 3 periodos de 5 semanas y entre cada 5 semanas tienen un periodo de semana Tec. Que esto es diferente para los alumnos regulares. Si han estado en diferentes programas, hemos comentado que las semanas Tec son semanas donde los alumnos regulares llevan cursos específicos, pero los alumnos internacionales pueden irse de vacaciones, básicamente. Entonces también es algo que es padre para ellos porque tienen la oportunidad de viajar. Y eso me decía que es algo que allá es distinto y que también las personas que conoció cuando fue su como Global Guide, que el Global Guide es como un alumno que aquí en el TEC apoya a los alumnos internacionales en cuestiones de que tengan dudas en general, apoyarlos en a ver a dónde salir, o sea, como en general es como un body program, que el body program es como un, pues apadrinar a alguien, podría decirse así, pero es más que nada como un estudiante. Y me comentaba que allá en China él es un Global Guide. Y fue Global Guide al haber pedido a los alumnos mexicanos por el hecho de que él iba a venir a México y al Tec de Monterrey. Y dice que estos 2 alumnos, ellos están en maestría, más bien no, que van a querer estudiar su maestría allá porque dice que les gustó mucho la vida en China. Y de hecho que una de ellas pasó el examen de chino mandarín, que it's a difficult exam, right? Mandarin Chinese.
Yes, I admit that.
Wow. No, dice que es algo difícil, o sea, pero pues que lo pasó y que la idea de ellos es hacer la maestría allá. Y dice que, por ejemplo, en Estados Unidos, cuando tú quieres estudiar en otro lugar, o sea, siendo alumno internacional, te cuesta un poco más. En cambio, en China no. De hecho, me dice que hay más incentivos para los alumnos que son internacionales para que puedan estudiar allá, porque dice que las top universidades en general son públicas, entonces te cuesta alrededor de 20,000 pesos estudiar anualmente allá. Y entonces una maestría puede ser algo que puedes hacer con mayor facilidad, mucho más económica, y aparte, la ventaja de hacer tu maestría allá es que todo es en inglés. O sea, me comentaba que, por ejemplo, su universidad, todo es en inglés, hasta la comunicación de correos es en inglés. Entonces ya saben, si les interesa hacer un programa allá en China, puede ser una muy buena opción porque aparte de que las clases van a ser en inglés, como pueden ver, la cultura también es algo distinta y muy interesante. Así que vamos a un corte comercial. Están escuchando Global Connection aquí en Tech Sounds Radio.
Vive la emoción del atletismo en la pista del Estadio Azul. Si tienes de 6 a 14 años, únete al Club Borregos Atletismo y entrena con el staff de los equipos representativos del Tec de Monterrey. Mayores informes en el 81 86 84 52 57. Comunícate y pide tu clase de prueba. Club Borregos Atletismo, donde los campeones comienzan.
El desafío, la integración cultural, the challenge.
And well, we're back with this part of the show where it's more about what things were kind of difficult during the process and how did you overcome those things. Did you have like any situation specific that you can tell us about?
I think the more difficult part for me is not happening in Mexico, but it is the like how can I manage the trip from China to Mexico? Yes, because it is a very, very long trip, and I can tell this because I also go to the airport to pick up the students from Mexico to my university, and they told me it's been a torture, and especially have like 2 or 3 huge luggage case. Yes, and as for me, in my city, Shenzhen, there is a direct flight from Shenzhen to Mexico City. Yeah, but that airline is super expensive because it is a very long way, and like most of the passenger of this plane, it is the business traveler because they are by the enterprise. Enterprise will pay for the trip, so they don't care about the price. So it's super expensive for students. So I managed, like I was saying, like maybe I can go first to the US and do a transfer, and maybe I can even stay in the US and playing for a week and then go Mexico. And I searched it. Yeah, indeed, like the ticket from Hong Kong to San Francisco only cost me like 6,000 pesos. Yes. Yes, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yes, and I stay in San Francisco for like 5 days or 6 days to find because some of my friends, they are studying at UC Berkeley and working in the Silicon Valley, so I can pay a visit to them. And also for me, because I'm an amateur photographer, so I like taking pictures, especially for the landscape. So I also taking some good pictures at California, and I took the train to the Los Angeles, and from Los Angeles I flew to Monterrey. So this is easier, but all along the way it is because I have 2 luggage case. Yes, and
the train.
Yeah, and I'm also the solo traveler, so there's no friend help me. Like I heard there are some like in California it's not that safe because maybe there are some homeless people at the city center or something. So I'm very afraid of that at beginning. But later on I get used to it, and I know the homeless they will not they will not attack you, so it is okay. So then I overcome this because as I'm solo traveler, so I need to manage where do I stay tonight, and so like the transportation methods to go A to B, so all these things. But I finally and I make it to Monterrey, and I also tour. I have a short tour to the Marco Plaza when the second day I arrive in Monterrey. And it's super chill, and the plaza is so huge. And I went to the museum of Hysteria Museum of Mexico. I think it's that name, but it's
Museo de Historia Mexicana.
yeah, it's very, very good. And there are so many that I even met a student from Tec. He's doing a voluntary work here, and he gave me a free tour, and he told me he gave me a roughly understanding of the Mexico history from, I think it's from 1521 to now. So like I get a more comprehensive understanding of the Mexico society and Mexico history. And now I'm also taking the course by Eric, the Understanding Mexico. Yeah. And I really like that course because the food in Mexico is so good. And at the end of that course, we'll try to make a DIY Mexican food. So I really appreciate that because this one not gonna happen in China. Like in China, we all seem to eat on the class is impolite. Yeah, but at here we can even make our own food during the classes. So like this is also another culture shock.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it has always been nice when we're in the office, and Eric also an advisor at the office, and he made this class for international students, and he always brings food, and he is like, "Oh, you want to join?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yes, yeah.
What have you liked so far the most from that class that you have eat? Well, Did you already previously know about that food?
Yeah, like most of food I just eat in Mexico, but I can't remember the name of it because it's in Spanish. But Alec give us a comprehensive introduction. Like the one I have the deepest impression is the chicharrón. Yeah, chicharrón. Yes, because before that I only know chicharrón is some meat that is fried, but I don't know it is the skin of the pork. So it's super fresh to me. Like it's a new thing to me. And I know there's a taco store called Orinoco Tacos, near Tec, and they also have the chicharrón tacos. So before the classes, I don't know what is that. So I order it sometimes, but I don't know what is it. I just know this is delicious. But now every time I order that, I know this is the fried pork skin. Yes, I know what I'm eating. So this is something new for me because before that I have no awareness of what I'm eating. So
Like just gave it to me.
yeah. Just because everything is so delicious, so I just eat it and I without doubting anything. Because if the food is not delicious, maybe I was try to figure out what is. But it's everything is so smooth. Yeah. So I didn't search anything, but I just eat.
Well, it's good that you're open-minded to try new food.
Yes. I really like the food in Mexico actually.
Yeah?
And I found there are so many similarities of the food in Mexico with Chinese food, because I think both countries' food, like we are all very the flavor, like a strong flavor and a very a wide variety of different flavor. Because I know some places like British food, they are very plain.
Yeah.
It's no flavor at all for the Chinese people. I think the same for the Mexicans. Yeah, but the food
We always
here,
need to have our bottle of Tabasco or like something to add to.
Yeah, in China we also bring this kind of sauces to the UK. There are so many study abroad students in the UK. They will posted that the thing you must bring from China, and every this post will have the sauce, the very famous sauce, the chili sauce from China. Yes.
I think it's something that we really enjoy is that our food it has a lot of flavor.
Yes.
And we like to have a lot of different styles of flavor.
Yes, indeed. Especially for the taco, some of the taco store even give you 5 bottles of sauces.
Yeah.
Yes, and there are also some Mexican restaurant in China, but they are not authentic.
Yeah.
So every time I try in this kind of restaurant, they will only give you like the mayo sauce, the mustard sauce. No, bro, this is not Mexican. Yes.
No,
yeah.
that's not.
Yes.
Or like the crunchy tacos, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
the crunchy taco. Yeah. It's not soft. Because before I went to Mexico, I always think the taco is the crunchy, like biscuits. but actually, when I came here, it is soft. It is by oil, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
or just like to just put it on the pan and it's just like.
Yes. So the authentic Mexican food is really good. But you know, in China, maybe they are all these kind of Mexican restaurants. They are by the chain restaurants. So this chain restaurant, they
like
are
Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell. Yes.
No, that's not Mexican food at all. I have
Yes.
never eaten there. I think
Yes.
it's so different from what authentic Mexican food is.
Yes, indeed. I think this is also the same like the Panda Express here.
Yeah.
The Chinese fast food here. I even have because these Chinese restaurants is also opened by the Chinese people here. But I talked to them. They told me like it's also very impossible for them to find authentic Chinese food here. They knew they are not doing the authentic Chinese food, but they have to do that because they must adjust the flavor to fit the Mexican market, the US, the North America people. So they knew they are not doing authentic food, but they have no choice, because if they do it in the authentic way, like the customer will be less, because you must do some adjustment to fit the local market.
What would you say is the biggest difference between the authentic Chinese food to the one that you have tried so far here?
I think in the authentic Chinese food we don't have that so many sweet things. Yeah. But at here I think they like to put like the sweet and sour sauce in the food here. Yeah. But actually in China there are only very few dishes are using this technique. But most of them it is not sweet and sour. Yeah. This is the biggest difference. And like and China is also very big, so like different provinces have different food. And in my province called is Canton region, like Cantonese Canton. And in this province we like to eat very plain, like more plain, like no spicy food, because people at this province they really pay attention to like to have a healthy diet or something. So they will consider you have the spicy food, it will get you so hot. Yeah, it get your inner body so hot. So like we will try to avoid this. But why I use the term they, because I'm from Shenzhen, and Shenzhen is the one of the biggest city in this province. But Shenzhen is an immigrant city, so like there are no the local Cantonese people in my city is less than 5%, and the other people are all away from different province outside my province. So it is an immigrant city, it's a combination city. So like in my city in Shenzhen, you can find every kind of food in Shenzhen, not only Canton food, maybe the food from Beijing, the food from Shanghai, the food from Hunan, the food from Chengdu, from Chongqing, the spicy. You can find all kinds of food because it is an immigrant city.
Wow.
So this is also one of the features of my city. Yes.
Wow. I think it's really nice that to see that even though Mexico and China are really different countries, they have some similarities,
Yes,
you know?
yes. And you know, in the internet of China, like in social media, because I will sometimes post some videos of me in Mexico to share my exchange, and from now I already gained like a millions viewer of my series of video of the experience in Mexico, and there are so many people leave the comments said that go Mexico for study, at least you can have some good food. Because go to like maybe Europe, the food, Chinese people don't like that food very much, so it will be a torture. But in Mexico, I don't have these concerns. Yes.
Yeah, I think that the most difficult part from I think when a Mexican goes away as well is the food. Like the food is what to me is. Have you had elote, for example?
Pardon?
Elote. Elote, it's corn.
Oh, elote. I have torte. Tortas? Yeah, tortas. Yeah, tortas.
No, but elote is like the corn, but it's like sometimes you can have it in chips or with mayonnaise and salsa.
Yes, like the chips. Yeah, it's with the triangle shape, right?
Yeah, no, that's nachos.
That's nachos.
I think that's nachos.
Oh, so
no, that are no nachos. They're like those are chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. I have chilaquiles before, but the tortas, no. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah.
Elote, you should try elote.
Yes,
I think it's also something nice. And I think also, as you were saying, China is so big that everywhere it has their own food. Mexico, I think, is the same. Even though we have the same dish, the same tacos, the same chilaquiles, every part in Mexico has its own way of making them.
Yeah, I think even like Monterrey and Mexico City will have some slightly different.
So different.
Yes.
Bueno, lo que nos comentaba que en China, a diferencia de México, dice que al final siente que son muy similares, o sea, en el hecho de que la comida tiende a tener mucho sabor. Jizu nos decía que, o sea, que algo que le gusta mucho es la comida aquí. De hecho, comentaba que en la clase de cultura que está teniendo con Eric, que les comentaba que es mi compañero y le está haciendo una clase donde comen comida mexicana, hablan un poquito de historia, y dice que le encantó saber que el chicharrón es la carne de puerco y que él cuando iba a la taquería Orinoco, él comía el chicharrón, pero pues no sabía qué era, pero simplemente lo comía porque se le hacía delicioso. Y dice que eso le ayudó mucho a que su experiencia mejorara, ¿no? El saber qué son las cosas, de dónde vienen. Y también algo que le ha gustado mucho de la cultura mexicana es que hay muchas salsas, hay muchos sabores, y dice que a diferencia de otros lugares como en Inglaterra, pues que la comida tiende a ser un poquito más plana, ¿no? Y le digo que sí, que ellos igual que nosotros, algo que nos comentaba es que tienen un foro donde los alumnos de China les comentan que hay mucha gente que se va de intercambio a Inglaterra, y en ese foro ponen que se lleven su salsa. Como nosotros también, nosotros tenemos que tener nuestra salsa, ellos también. Les gusta la comida con mucho sabor. Algo que también me comentaba es que el hecho de que, por ejemplo, en China, la gente es de diferentes provincias, también como es tan grande, cada lugar tiene su comida y es muy distinta. Y dice que donde él vive, la ventaja es que es una ciudad de inmigrantes, entonces hay mucha gente de todos lados de China, entonces puedes encontrar comida de todos los lugares. Y de hecho algo que decía es que en su ciudad la comida tiende a ser un poco, no picante, porque lo que pasa es que dicen que cuando es picante como que tu cuerpo tiende a estar muy caliente, entonces eso no es bueno para la salud, entonces tratan de evitar eso, pero dice que si tú quieres encontrar comida picante, definitivamente la puedes encontrar. Y también al principio, lo que me comentaba un poquito más de como ese desafío que tuvo, era que al venir, pues es un viaje largo. Y de hecho dice que hay un vuelo directo de su ciudad a Ciudad de México, pero que es muy caro porque usualmente es para negocios y pues que lo pagan las compañías. Pero dice que él se vino a través de su ciudad y viajó, de Hong Kong hacia San Francisco y ahí se quedó un rato. Y pues dice que al final, como él viene solo, tiene que traer maletas y que realmente era la movilidad lo que era un poco complicado, pero que fue una muy buena experiencia porque pudo ver amigos allá. Y después de San Francisco ya viajó. You travel from San Francisco to Monterrey or to Mexico City?
San Francisco to Los Angeles and Los Angeles to Monterrey.
De San Francisco se fue a Los Ángeles y de Los Ángeles a Monterrey.
Yes.
Yeah. Entonces que ha sido una buena experiencia. En sí también la comida, el hecho de que dice que no sabe qué es lo que está comiendo, pero que le gusta en general, que es algo que ha hablado en las redes sociales de China, porque a diferencia de las redes sociales que tenemos aquí, las redes sociales de allá son muy distintas. Y dice que ha hecho varios posts y que la gente dice que vayan a México de intercambio, le comentan, porque al menos van a tener muy buena comida. Así que continuamos con la siguiente sección. Están escuchando Globbal Connection. Estamos hablando con Jizu de China y sigan con nosotros.
Impacto positivo. Resultados de una experiencia académica. Positive Impact.
So what would you say is the most positive things you're taking away from this experience so far?
I think it is the attitude towards life, because like in China the society is quite high pressure. So like this is also part of the reason why China can gain so much achievements in such long periods. So because people are under pressure sometimes. No, maybe it's always. Yeah, because the society, the school, your parents, your family, they will all push you to move forward. And there's even like a saying, like in my city said, because my city only have 40 years of history, but now it's being one of the best city in the world, most developed city in the world. So like they all said, if you are not hardworking enough, the progress of the city will be faster than your individual. Yes. So like, but here, because like maybe a month ago, I went hiking with few friends from Tech, and they are all study here. And we went for the hiking and we have a chat, and they told me like they share some life attitude of them, like they are more relaxed, they are more chilling, like because they think I'm as for Chinese people, we overthinking too many things, like because we really like to plan something in advance, we think about the future, like, and always the school, like in my high school, in my junior high school, the teacher always said, if you hardworking, study harder now, then in the future you will have a bright future. Like you are sacrifice your present to exchange for a better future. But like they told me like, no, just focus on because now it is the only thing you can take in, you can seize. But the future, it is unpredictable. Maybe the future will be a nuclear war or something. We don't know.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not. Yes, but like it is really changed my attitude towards life, because sometimes maybe like if I spend a whole afternoon only for playing or for watching movie, I will think, oh, I waste this afternoon. But like from them, they told me like, no, you are not wasting. You are also doing something. It is something with entertainment, or maybe you get new thoughts of the movie, or you met with different friends from the games. So like that makes sense. So like I'm gradually to switching my like to have a more maybe chilling, more relaxed lifestyle, life attitude towards the future life. So this is the most important thing I take from Latin America, from Mexico. Yes.
What's a cultural shock that you have had?
Culture shock I have had, maybe it's like the time, the timing, because yes, because I think the Globbal guy, they organized a party at weekend, and they told us like the party will begin at 8, and so like I maybe 8 or 9, but I don't remember, but it is 8 or 9, and I talked with my friend, one is from Brazil and one is from the US and 2 from Colombia. I told them, oh, the party start at 8. Maybe we should arrive here like 7:50. or maybe because in China, if you have 10 minutes or 5 minutes advance, it is much more better. Then they told me, no, let's go at 9 is okay. I said, why is not 9 an hour later? But they said, no, trust me, 9 is okay. Because if you go 8, everybody is still preparing for the party. Yes. And I texted my global guy. I said, hey, Benji, do you think like what time is proper for us to arrive at the party? Benji said, oh, you guys can set off like to depart from the school to the place at 9:30. I said, why? They said, because 8 it is like people, if you arrive at 8, maybe nobody will here. Even the organizer won't be arrived. So okay. So we arrived, we depart at 9:15. Yeah, because I think 9:30 is too late. It is an hour and a half. It is at that moment. It is ridiculous for me. But we arrived at 9:15, and we are the first bunch of people arrive at the party. So like the more and more people gradually arrive, maybe at 11, maybe at 12, even 12. So okay, I think this is the biggest culture shock for me.
Yeah, I think Mexican timing is a really interesting way of seeing things.
Yes.
I think it goes in hand with being more like relaxed.
Yeah. These have the relation, more chill, more relaxed. Yes.
Sometimes too relaxed. But I think it's more of a social setting, because when it comes to classes, I think it's more about you need to be on time. But when it comes to social settings, you might say the party starts at 8, but it actually starts at around 9:30 or even 10.
Yes.
I think it's always kind of maybe the curfew would be like, if they told you 8, maybe 1 hour and a half and 2 hours would be the sweet spot to go arrive to the party.
Yes. Agree. Yeah, so this is the culture shock.
Yes, exactly. Like I think overall, the timing is something that always not always, but most of the time it's something really impactful for students when it comes to Mexico.
Yes, agree.
Lo que nos comentas, Xishuan, es que él, algo que le ha gustado mucho de la cultura mexicana es el hecho de que somos un poquito más relajados. Nos gusta disfrutar más la vida, y dice que, por ejemplo, en China la gente tiende a ser más orientada al trabajo, a cumplir las metas, y dice que pues eso también les ayuda mucho a progresar, y que de hecho dicen que las ciudades crecen mucho y hasta a veces se desarrollan más rápido que ellos mismos. Eso es algo que a veces también como que les pega, porque están muy orientados a hacer cosas, construir y estar en constante desarrollo, pero que también eso suele ser muy estresante para ellos y que no disfrutan la vida. Y dice que aquí es lo que se ha dado cuenta, que es algo que se lleva de Latinoamérica y de México, el hecho de tomarse las cosas un poquito más a la ligera y disfrutar, porque a veces sienten que al estar haciendo cosas para disfrutar, como estar en un partido con amigos, ir a ver una película, eso no les genera algo positivo, ¿no? Sino que están perdiendo el tiempo. Y dice que aquí se ha dado cuenta que no, que realmente es ver el lado positivo y ver que ese tipo de cosas también les ayuda a su desarrollo, que es algo que también son situaciones donde pueden aprender, ¿no? Y le preguntaba qué onda con el shock cultural, ¿no? Y dice que algo que, como si han estado en otros capítulos, se han dado cuenta, es que pues muchos alumnos comentan cuando son de otras nacionalidades que el tiempo es algo que se les hace muy curioso en México. El hecho de que nosotros digamos que una fiesta empieza a las 8 y realmente empieza a las 10 es algo que le llama mucho la atención, pero dice que es algo que también pues se acostumbró, porque al principio no entendía, pero luego ya fue como que decía, es que ¿por qué voy a llegar tan tarde? Dice que usualmente en China es llegar hasta 10 minutos antes de la hora que se dice. Pero aquí en México también le digo que va de la mano con esa manera de vivir un poquito más relajado, ¿no? Que en el ambiente social es la manera en que vemos las cosas, y pues dice que también es algo como más, pues llevadero, ¿no? Y bueno, ahora sí que ya nos vamos a la parte final del programa. Están escuchando Globbal Connection. Sigan con nosotros.
Resumen. Summary.
Well, time flies, right?
Yes, the hour is so fast.
Yeah, sometimes they say, okay, like, how much is the show? And I'm like, 1 hour. And they're like, wow, that's a lot of time. But I think it just flies away.
Yes.
We're in the final moment. And as a last reflection, I want you to tell me one word that will englobe your experience of exchange?
I think it is fruitful.
Fruitful.
Yes, because the fruitful is I want to describe this word not only for my experience, because I met so many new people and there are so many unexpected experience, and also the food in Mexico. Yes, the all kind of sauces and the tacos, like all these Mexican food, they are also very fruitful. Yes.
What would be the word in Spanish? I'm trying to. I don't know if it's enriquecedor. Fruitful would be, no sé, enriquecedor, sí, como vasto, creo. Sí.
Yeah.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think you have the word in Spanish?
No.
No, me neither. I'm trying to say like what would be fruitful. Yeah. Thank you. Gracias, cabina. Es fructífero, sí. Fructífero sería la palabra que nos comenta Sichuan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Tell me once again your name because.
Zixuan.
Sichuan.
Yes.
No, él es bien bueno y me dice que lo estoy diciendo bien, pero vean, es un poco diferente.
Yes.
Well, it was really nice talking with you.
Yes.
I think, I don't know if you want to just say hello to your friends, family, or...
Oh, yes. Hello, my friend in China and my families. Though I know this time you may are sleeping, but tomorrow when you wake up, then you can see my experience here to show you on the show. Yes. And yes.
Well, it was great talking with you. And every time we say goodbye, we always say it with the language of our guests. So how would you say goodbye in Chinese?
We are just. Oh, this is also another culture shock. Like we are just wave to the it's goodbye. Like I know, but in Mexico maybe people will hug to show goodbye. But in China we just this.
Yeah. And how would you say like goodbye in Chinese?
再见.
再见.
Yeah. 再见.
再见.
Yeah.
Well, it was great having you. Y muchas gracias por habernos sintonizado otro miércoles más. Estuvieron escuchando Globbal Connection. Cuando estuvimos con Sichuan hablando sobre su experiencia en México. Él es de China, así que si no lograron sintonizarnos, pueden buscar en YouTube el programa. Y bueno, nos vemos en la siguiente transmisión. Sichuan? O sea, no.
再见.
Sichuan.
Yes. So.
Sichuan. 再见.
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 Yeah. 再见.
再见.
Hasta aquí Globbal Connection. Te esperamos en nuestra siguiente emisión, el miércoles a las 11 de la mañana, solo en Tec Sounds Radio 94.9 FM.